prison sounded beautiful before I knew the cost. Before I walked through wilderness, before I counted all I'd lost, I wondered why from childhood I never could belong. But maybe I was never made to disappear into the throng. I was called the one who troubled the sleep they wanted to preserve. I was blamed for seeing clearly, for speaking what they would not hear. I thought that I was the rejected one, the burden and the blame, but I was only waking while they dreamed the hurt away. I was never born to hide the truth or make the darkness comfortable. God placed a fire within my soul that suffering could not control. The light exposes shadows, that is why the darkness fights. What was hidden starts revealing when we dare to shine the light. And the demons may be restless when God's truth comes walking in, but the light they tried to silence will keep rising up again. I will not make myself smaller, I will not apologize. What they hated was not weakness, it was truth before their eyes. The light exposes shadows, but the shadows cannot win, for the God who lit this fire keeps the flame alive within. I was wounded by the people I had trusted with my heart. Their betrayal nearly taught me I was only made to fall apart. But love was planted deeper than the hands that let me go. God was growing roots beneath me where nobody else could know. I have carried ancient sorrow that was never mine to bear, but I will not pass the poison to the lives within my care. Every chain that came before me, every lie that wore our name, meets the healing truth of heaven, and it will not leave the same. I was never called to carry on the harm that traveled through my blood. I was called to end its journey with the mercy of God's love. The light exposes shadows, that is why the darkness fights. What was hidden starts revealing when we dare to shine the light. And the demons may be restless when God's truth comes walking in, but the light they tried to silence will keep rising up again. I will not make myself smaller, I will not apologize. What they hated was not weakness, it was truth before their eyes. The light exposes shadows, but the shadows cannot win, for the God who lit this fire keeps the flame alive within. I have walked through deep depression, I have stood near death's own door. I have lost what I depended on and still awakened one day more. I have cried into my pillow when no listening heart was near, but every tear became a river, washing pathways through my fear. They called me far too sensitive, too intense and far too deep, but I heard the silent suffering that others could not see. What once made my spirit fragile became clay. Every night I thought would break me could not steal my dawn away. There are times I need the silence, times I have to step away. Even those who fight for others need a sheltered place to pray. Rest is not a resignation, it is not abandoning the call. Even warriors lay their swords down when they've given nearly all. I have questioned every pathway, I have begged to understand. Every time I fell exhausted, God reached down and took my hand. He did not condemn my weakness, He did not despise my fear. He whispered through the darkness, keep going, I am here. You were not chosen for perfection, you were not chosen for your pride. You were chosen because heartbreak could not kill the love inside. With a shattered heart you loved still, through the darkness you held on. When you had no strength remaining, God became the strength beyond. You are seen in every silence, in each battle no one knew. Every scar and secret heartache has been witnessed by the truth. When the world misunderstands you, when you're lonely in the crowd, God still knows the voice within you, even when you cannot speak aloud. The light exposes shadows, that is why the darkness fights. What was hidden starts revealing when we dare to shine the light. Let the demons be unsettled, let the buried truth begin. For the light that comes from heaven will keep rising up again. I will not make myself smaller, I will lift my weary eyes. I was never called to darkness, I was made to carry light. The light exposes shadows, and the shadows cannot win. For the God who walks beside me keeps the flame alive within. This is not the final chapter, this is not where my road ends. I will turn my pain to purpose, I will rise and rise again. I was never left forsaken, I was never walking through one forgotten step of sorrow. God was leading me to truth. So I'll wake and face the morning, though I bear another scar. I was built to keep on rising, not alone, but where you are. The light exposes shadows, still the light is not afraid. What God has awakened in me will not ever sleep again.